that's going down in Keke's house. Like, somebody has to get CPS involved. That's how bad it is. This is how bad it is. This is her cousin. And not only that, he is married. He's currently married, and so is Keke. They grew up together in the same house, same diapers and everything. This guy here.
Keke Wyatt is under serious heat after her ex-husband, Zachariah Daring, went to Tasha K to spill some shocking tea. He claims that while he was married to Keke, she was allegedly involved with her cousin. Can you believe that? Apparently, her multiple marriages weren't enough drama. Now incest rumors are being thrown into the mix. On top of that, she allegedly told her son, Raja Key Morton, that the reason he developed cancer was because he was sleeping with other men. Now, people are getting petty online, suggesting that her youngest child's health issues might be tied to her alleged involvement with her cousin during pregnancy. Questions are flying. How many of her kids might actually be her cousins, and how long has this supposed affair been going on? Let's dive in. If you're not completely new to this, you probably already know who Keke Wyatt is and all the wild drama she's been involved in over the years. But before we get into the tea with Zachariah, it's worth looking at her other 3 failed marriages, because the red flags were there from the start. Keke first tied the knot at just 18, with her former road manager, Raymond Morton. Their marriage had multiple domestic violence incidents, including one where Keke reportedly stabbed him in self-defense. Eventually, she ended the marriage. They had 3 children together and were expecting a 4th, but she tragically lost the baby to a stillbirth. She remarried in 2010 to church minister Michael Jamar Ford, but that marriage didn't last either. Michael filed for divorce, calling her toxic and saying he didn't want to raise children in such an environment. At the time of the divorce, they still had 4 kids together. Keke was actually 8 months pregnant when Michael decided to leave, all while also managing her son Raj's fight with leukemia. Michael went public, saying, "For over 7 years, I have been Keke's husband, her backbone, her friend, her confidant, and her support system. I have loved, raised, supported, and cared for every child in our family, biological or not, including our son who is currently battling leukemia. I will continue to do all of these things, but I will not be her husband anymore." It was clear, he was done, for good. Keke didn't take it quietly. She immediately went on Instagram, crying and putting him on blast for leaving her like that.
Blast.
You want to know something, America? When you 8 months pregnant and you got a child sick in and out of the hospital, and your husband got the nerve to tell you that he wants a divorce because he says that you're an emotional wreck. He says that from the very beginning, you never trusted me and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, telling other people, other women that we getting a divorce and if she calls or it's like, what? Like, I am so done with Michael Jamar. Y'all can have him and roast his. I don't care.
Less than a year after her previous divorce was finalized, Keke tied the knot with Zachariah and shortly after announced she was expecting her 9th child. But just last year, she revealed that they were heading for a divorce as well, and honestly, this one has been her messiest yet. Unlike her former husbands, Zachariah didn't quietly walk away. He's been appearing in interviews, spilling all the tea, and it's not looking great for Keke. The first hint of trouble came when she was spotted bowling and getting close to a mystery man, who has since been identified as Anthony Whitehead.
Support, helping hand, put her in position.
This all happened before Keke officially confirmed her divorce from Zachariah. Naturally, videos of her getting close to this mystery man had everyone talking. Later, she went live and clarified that the man was just a friend. She also revealed that she was no longer married to Zach and even subtly suggested that he had been physically abusive toward her.
Girl can't just have a friend. You just gotta stop with all that. Okay? Because, like, here just chilling. Girl can't just chill. Just have fun. I'm just having fun. Chilling. That part. What y'all doing? Where's my husband? Well, I don't have a husband. Boom. How about that? Give y'all some advice about relationships? Honey, I ain't got no room to give nobody no kind of nothing. He gonna be your husband. Who gonna be your husband? My ex-husband? Good. Go get his. God bless and good night. Let him choke your ass.
From that moment on, things escalated quickly. Zach began appearing in every interview he could to call Keke out. He even posted a video on his own page, claiming that Keke was the reason their marriage ended. He alleged that just 3 weeks after he left, Keke moved her married cousin into their home as a replacement. According to Zach, the cousin had allegedly been involved with Keke before the divorce, but once he left, she reportedly fully pursued the affair. Zach even shared photos to back up his claims and make his story more convincing. On top of that, he added that Keke is still in contact with this man and that they supposedly have plans to start a church together.
It was impossible for me to call her because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling, the verbal, that's done for life, as I stated. Her and her cousin were living together. Call it allegedly or whatever you want to say. November the 4th or so after I left, 3 weeks later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers.
Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife.
And starting a church?
Yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
During an interview with Tasha K back in February, Zach accused Keke of emotionally tormenting her second husband, Michael, to the point that it completely changed him. He claimed Michael had been a good man before marrying Keke, but by the time their divorce was finalized, he had become a very different person. As if that weren't shocking enough, Zach also hinted that one of Keke's children had allegedly been inappropriately touched by a man she was involved with. He claimed Keke was fully aware of what was happening but preferred to let it continue rather than face being alone. Zach went even further, accusing Keke of selling herself to the devil to advance her career. He suggested that their marriage was doing well initially, but once Keke allegedly got involved with dark, destructive practices, everything in their relationship fell apart.
The baby got touched by somebody?
I'ma leave that's for him to tell. But let me tell you something about Michael. She drove that man crazy, man. From what I heard, her brother, baby Keeper and all, you would have liked him, Zach. Before his accident, I know things might have changed or whatever. She said he was a good dude. You would even a brother. Now, baby Keeper loved me because when he was 10, 11 years old, traumatic things happened that I can't speak of. I'll let him tell that. But I went after people physically.
The baby got touched by somebody?
I'ma leave that's for him to tell. But that's why her brother loved me. Nobody stood up. Her mother, father, everybody, Lorna Jean, she'll take somebody out for her.
Like, how did Keke, because it seemed like every time one man left, she had another one to replace that one.
She can't be alone. She can't be alone.
Bring these men around the kids, and I'm like, how safe is this for the children?
If y'all believe in this, selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real.
People were stunned by all of this, especially since Keke had long been seen as the victim in her past marriages. But based on Zach's claims, it seemed like she might actually have been the one causing the chaos. To make matters even more shocking, Her own son stepped forward to back up Zach's story. Remember the son who battled leukemia while she was divorcing Michael? He recently revealed that Keke allegedly told him his cancer was karma for being gay. According to him, she even said that if she had known he would turn out gay, she wouldn't have spent any money on his leukemia treatment. She would have just let him die.
Put a finger down if you were diagnosed with cancer as a teenager and your parent decides to publicly announce your diagnosis for personal gain and attention, but behind the scenes saying that your diagnosis is karma for you being a part of the alphabet mafia, and if they'd known that you were going to turn out like this, they could have kept their money.
Keke responded to the allegations with a statement saying, "I will address this publicly one time only. I love my son and all my children. I love people in general. Anyone who truly knows me knows there's not a homophobic bone in my body. Like any parent, some days are harder than others, but my love for my kids never changes. I ask that you respect our family, keep us in your prayers, and allow us the privacy to move forward in peace. Love, Keke." As usual, people had plenty to say. One person commented, "I knew something was off with Keke when I watched her show. She really needs help." Another wrote, "I always tell people, men or women, when someone starts having multiple children, whether with the same spouse or different partners, it's worth looking into their mental health. She's talented and beautiful, but something's not right. God bless." Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Keke being exposed for allegedly sleeping with her own cousin? And do you believe the claims her son made about her? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to click here to watch another messy video.